You clearly needed it, but you were flaccid for 2 weeks. It's despicable. It's disgusting. Okay, that's it. Wake the hell up. Because you now just fed all of the negativity back to all the people that doubted you, all the people that thought you can't play. Now they're going to question you. And now
All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, and make sure my mic is on. My mic is on. We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Tua has peed in his pants.
We are here.
There's no other way of putting it.
We got our second. We're on our second Santa Claus contract. We just finished a contract. They gave us a good amount of money. We're now on the second Santa Claus contract. So we should be in a good position right now. Santa's asking us to build some chess games for the kids, and we're doing that. Listening to some.
They're doing the best that they can, dude.
I'm listening to some Dolphins podcasts. I missed the game because I was asleep because I thought I was going to be going to work. And I wake up ready for work, and then I get a text message from my dispatch saying that they canceled the load, so I ain't got a load today. So I decided instead of going to bed and continue to mess up my sleeping pattern, I'll just stay up and play the game. So we're here making this money, like I said. What's going on here?
Yay. Time of possession.
Is being created
for the Chargers. 20 minutes and 22 seconds for the Dolphins. They had it for 1 extra minute this week. Yay. Dude, this defense does the best it can do. It's as I told people out there, the Miami Dolphins are 8-5, and all 5 losses are on the offense. The 3 games without Tua, and the 2 games now with Tua. There are no excuses on this show. Okay? If we're right, we're right.
Where else can we throw this?
Wrong, we're going to tell you. All right? And I'm not telling you that I've given up on Tua.
We can't do this nowhere else.
I believe in Tua. But I'm not going to shy away from the fact that he absolutely sucked the last 2 games. And he looked like he choked like a dog in these 2 games. Because you cannot be that off 2 weeks in a row by accident. That is whatever. You brain farted here for the last 2 weeks. I don't know what the hell happened to him. But he doesn't look confident. He doesn't look like he's in a groove. He doesn't look like anything like that. But to blame the defense at any point this season,
I could be making some money.
The only reason they're 8-5, it's all on the offense. For whatever reason, that you have not lost 1 game because you said, "Oh my God, dude, the defense just sucked the entire time. The offense really did their job." You never said that because all 5 losses, we sit back and go, "God damn it, the offense sucked."
What does this do? Unlock load bay in the shop.
Josh Boyer in the defense. Okay? Mike McDaniel did not do a good job with the 3 games. He couldn't win 1 of those games without Tua. And these last 2 weeks, whether Armstead played today, that excuse is not there. Tyreek's got an ankle injury. He still outran everybody for a couple of touchdowns. Waddle had an ankle injury, but he was playing. So let me ask you something. What the hell did you sign Cedric Wilson for? If you use linemen as extra guys, why isn't Cedric Wilson and why isn't Trent Sherfield a bigger part? Why isn't Mike Gesicki a bigger part? That's your job, Mike McDaniel. That's your job, Tua. At the beginning of the game, you're forcing it and forcing it and forcing it. You're throwing it to Tyreek with 3 and 4 guys around it. I'm going, well, what the hell is this? That's not smart football. If there's 3 or 4 guys around Tyreek, something tells me there can't be 3 or 4 guys around everybody else.
Let's see.
I don't know. I'm just doing the math. I'm not really smart, by the way. Okay, but adding and subtracting I can kind of do. If there are 3 or 4 guys around Tyreek, well, I'm sorry. Somebody else has got to be open. I don't know what the hell's going on with Tua the last 2 weeks, but he is completely.
We got to get something.
Out of complete rhythm, character, whatever it is, confidence, groove, whatever you want to call it. But he put up 2 choking ass performances in the last 2 weeks. And to blame the defense at any point this season,
so I think we can.
Is asinine.
We can do this.
Every loss has to do with the offense. Why did you lose today? Today they played like shit and they lost by 6 points. Same thing last week. Played like crap and you lost. All the way to the end, you had a chance, but your offense can never pull you through. It's really amazing.
30.
It's just one of those things that I don't get. So please, at least don't blame the defense anymore. It's pretty obvious, what's happened in the 5 games of those losses. It's so obvious what's happened in those 5 games. And it's all on the offense. Mike McDaniel, apparently he and Tua only went through 90 of the 700 plays. You got more material for motivation. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what you got to do. Become Zig Ziglar again. I don't know, Tony Robbins. I don't know what you want to do, but, start the motivation. Get back into the lab with Tua and
20,
show him
30.
the other, 610 plays you've got left there in the library. Somehow or another, Stella's got to find her groove. Because Stella lost her groove. But Stella's got to find her groove somehow, some way. Those of us that listen, we had plenty of ammo. Tua was flinging it all over the place. We're feeling good. I got a house in Arizona. Well, Super Bowl week, we're feeling great. But last 2 weeks, we can't feel great. We can't defend. We can't make excuses either. We don't do that on this show. So, you got to wake up, Tua. It's up to you, bro. Mike McDaniel, I'm calling you out now. Shit's hit the fan, buddy. You've lost 2 in a row. You had Armstead this week. Where's the excuses? That guy tucked it out, put a harness on and everything to lose. To play like shit. And where Cedric Wilson, because of Tyreek, has become the most expensive fair catch dude in the NFL. But why aren't you using him? If Tyreek's injured, Sherfield's out there, use him. Aren't you a play designer? Tua, aren't you a quarterback? I'm not here to make excuses for people, okay? I'm not here to do that. I'm going to call things like I see it. Just like I told you a year and a half ago, you needed a trade X. Trade him now. Did I not say that? Now Kader Kohou's better than X. That's some scary stuff right there. Kader Kohou is a better player than Xavier Howard right this second. Did you watch Kader Kohou play today? Played his ass off. Knocking fools out. Hitting guys right when you get right on the sideline there. And he decked that dude right into the out of bounds. No. Just because you're standing right there, you didn't go out of bounds. I'm still tagging your ass. You hit the other guy in the open field on 4th down. Boy. Kader Kohou. Man. Xavier Howard, a allows you to get past them, and then he forgets to tackle.
So I'm trying to see exactly.
It's crazy.
Let me see.
It was a wacky night, man.
I need to see how many people I have.
Performance from the quarterback. You wanted the Dolphins to answer
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Now guess
No,
what?
doesn't count.
Same old Dolphins, right? That's what you get.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18. I got 18.
If your offensive coordinator showed up, but they didn't.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I can't blame you didn't have enough talent this week. You have more than enough talent.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12.
You were going to use them. One side
12,
of the field was going to be Cedric. The other side was going to be Waddle. And then you were going to
12,
work with
13, 14, 14, 15.
And now everything
16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26. Man, this is hold on. What's going on here? Why is there only...
gets criticism because he didn't keep Cedric involved enough throughout the year.
Why is there nothing here?
You don't have him really involved. You have him fair catching. That's on McDaniel, and that's on Tua. They don't use him enough. That guy, you thought highly enough of him to be a number 2 opposite Waddle. So if you thought highly enough of him to do that, because eventually the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think I completely... There's no way I just counted 24. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. 24. 24. 25, 26, 27, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 33. So I need 33.
Design, outdoor lighting, irrigation, synthetic turf. And I did this
33, so it needs to be 33.
The dogs don't bring anything into the house. It's also in the long run, you're going to save a lot of money because you're not watering the grass and cutting it every 2 weeks like we do here in South Florida. And they do it
35.
all over South Florida. Large to medium HOAs, condominiums, corporate parks, large commercial buildings. So
35.
It's not only residential, but it's also professional out there. So if you own a company, you want to take it to the next level, landscaping will also increase the value of your home.
36.
954-472-0622. You ask for Will
21,
or Mike and tell them that Big O
22,
sent you.
23,
They will
24, 25,
25,
6, 27, 28, 29,
go to their Instagram
30,
page. Impressive. Cutters Edge Pro on Instagram, so you can see a
21,
lot of the work that they've done. It'll blow you away,
21,
man. Great stuff there from the folks at Cutters Edge Pro. You want to chime in? Of course, you got the YouTube chat board, which is exploding. The Welt and Rayon text line, another easy way for
Let's
me
see
to
how that goes.
It's 855-912-1056. And, of course, the Super Chats. And you can make a donation through Cash App or Venmo. That is Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show.
Taking a chance here, see how these workers work.
And, of course, we love Bitcoin donations on Cash App. So Cash App or Venmo.
Start going to work, bruh.
That's Cash Big O Show. All right, Sean, you want to pull up the Super Chats from the beginning? Because obviously a lot of them have come by. Let's attack these Super Chats here first. Let's see. Dolphins are the Zoolander of the NFL. He couldn't turn left. Tua can't throw a simple 8-yard out like it's the end of the 2018 Pennington season. Leon, I can't answer it, bro. I can't explain what the hell's going on. Like his brain went haywire and he lost it. It's not like he's afraid of anything because he's running. He's diving between two guys for a first down. He's fearless as hell. But right now, his brain is completely haywired, and he is off, dude. I can't explain. Choke jobs here. Last 2 weeks, I can't say anything but choke jobs. I can't say anything but the offense is the reason why you have 5 losses on the season. That's what I'm going to tell you. With or without Tua, I don't care what the excuses are. The offense has failed this team. As much as they have been exciting, they are also the liability of this team. It's funny how some of you pick on Boyer, but you can't say one of these losses are due to the defense. That the offense was fantastic, but the defense gave up. I could do that with Marino. Oh, God. Do I have games with Marino? Oh, man, do I have games with Marino where the defense went to crap. And it was Marino having great games, and they gave Ken O'Brien 44 points, and Marino scored 40. And what do you want him to do? You know, he goes out and puts up 35, but you allow Richard Todd to score 38. Oh, I remember those games. Any of those? I'm sorry. Help me out, Sean. Any of those games going on with the Dolphins? Any of those? No, right? Oh, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. So next time, you know, somebody tells you, Josh Boyer, say, wait a minute, and especially an older guy. Wait a minute. I remember games where Marino would kick ass, but the defense and J.B. Brown and Paul Langford and all those guys were giving up way more points. When did that happen this year? When did the offense go up and kick ass and the defense failed? When? Please, explain to me. When did it happen? So, let's praise the offense. Let's praise Mike McDaniel. Let's praise Tua Tagovailoa. Let's also blame. So when Tua goes out, you weren't good enough on offense to complement your defense. And now, when your defense at least is putting up a fight every week for you to win, you fail on offense. You can't show up. I just told you.
All right.
79 and 78 plays their opponents. Combined the last 2 weeks, they have 94.
A lot of work being done right now.
You got 17 more
I'm
plays,
so scared
16,
to
17 more plays than your opponents do in 1 week, in 2 weeks.
2,400. We got
What more do you want from
48.
the defense? And you've got time of possession for
And
39.
it's just gonna go up.
And 39 minutes, almost 39 and a half minutes in the last 2 weeks, your time of possession combined in the last 2 weeks, each of your opponents have 40 and
So
39.
we've gotten to
What the hell do you want from the defense?
we've gotten to the point. Yeah, we should be making some money off of this. We got to the point where
That's what we do on this show.
we're gonna go ahead and speed this process up.
Exactly what's going on. We tell you when X, needed to be traded. We tell you when Flo needs to be fired. We tell you the tough things. Nobody will.
We've gotten to the point where
McDaniel and Tua
we should be able to
for all 5 losses.
do 2 big projects at a time and make money. So we got the Santa Claus contract that we're working on while we're looking to get drawers, tall drawers made and make profit off of that as well. Now again, we got a lot of people working.
What more do you want from these guys?
There's a lot. I got 35 employees now. So that scares me because I know that's a lot of money going to these employees. But Good. Got an intern.
Because they're heckling high, bro. Because that's who they are. Night and day. Whatever thing you want to use.
Now, can I click on these interns? Is there anything I could do with these interns?
And then when they're
No.
off, I don't know,
What about as far as...
Right? She must have been fantastic in bed one night, and then the next night you have a turd in your bedroom. That's the Dolphin offense. Amber Heard is the Dolphin offense. Good looking, hot, probably great sex sometimes. Right? The crazy ones give you great sex. And then the next night she's pissed at you, so she takes a dump in your bed. And that's exactly the Dolphin offense. Mike McDaniel to everybody. Yeah, they look like Amber Heard some nights. They're working it, they're beautiful, they're sexy. And then some nights, we got a turd in the bed. The Amber Heard offense. It can look beautiful, or it can look shitty. Welcome aboard to the 2022 Miami Dolphins
specialist.
offensive season. Yeah, baby. It's
6
Amber
wood
Heard
specialist.
or turd. It's Heard or turd. Yep. That's a campaign slogan. It's Heard or turd in 2022.
Plastic, metal specialist.
That's the kind of analysis
And one more.
that you pay for right there, ladies and gentlemen. Who else can compare the Dolphin offense to Amber Heard? But it's pretty goddamn accurate. Because in 5 games this season,
Let's let them do their thing.
Herbert did really outclass the defense. Dude, he threw 1 touchdown and 400 yards passing. He got to the red zone and they settled for field goal after field goal.
No deadline, but we getting through these drawers pretty fast. Not gonna lie. We're already almost half with the... No, not close yet, bro.
This was all Dennis Green. We let him off the hook. San Francisco, we let him off the hook. That's all it is.
Oh, crap.
The offense didn't do their job.
I gotta have more.
You guys are watching. He threw for
Forgot about that part.
367 yards. He completed 39 passes. He threw 51 of them for 1 touchdown. He won because he wasn't challenged.
25.
Tua Tagovailoa, 10 of 28, 145 yards. What are you talking about, dude? Tua went to a gunfight with a butter knife.
This is what I need to look at.
Justin Herbert wasn't challenged at all today. He did enough, so they won. They won by 6 points. After this game looked like Miami got their asses
Still at 21, so...
I'm not sure what you were watching, but I didn't see. If you would have thrown 3-4 touchdowns and 400 yards, okay. But you throw 370 yards for 1 touchdown. I'm not impressed. I'm more pissed off that Tua McDaniel choked terribly for 2 weeks in a row. That's what I'm pissed off.
Yeah, we should be good.
We're
barely...
every week when they're injury riddled and they hang in there and they do the best that they can, bro. They're trying their best. Christian Wilkins played his ass
Let's
off.
put another,
Phillips played his ass off.
just in case.
Played his ass off. I'm not sure what you're watching, but I wasn't, yeah, he completed some passes, threw the ball around, they moved it, all that, but, when it came to, when it came to orgasm, yeah, it's like you worked for hours and hours and hours, and, it was one of them. you're working hours and hours and hours, you would think there's several peaks and valleys in all of this. I'm sorry. There was a lot of teasing going on there. I give him credit. He showed up and Tua choked. I'll say that 100 times over, but please don't tell me like this was the second coming. It was 370 yards and 1 touchdown. He couldn't get into the end zone. They kept stopping him. That's what I saw. I saw an injury-riddled Dolphin team that continued to stop him from getting in the end zone. But that's all right. You know.
There you go.
Herbert did what he had to do.
Numbers climbing now.
To win. His good coaching prepared him.
Minus 16.
With our quick, short, and flat passes. All right, give me more of the super chats there, bro. Let's go. We gotta answer a bunch of them here. Ricardo Cuchican, thank you, sir. Disappointing, no run game. OL bad. Tua unrecognizable. Defense did a good job. This and San Francisco losses on.
All right, mood. Good. Mood. Okay.
All 5 losses have to do everything with offense, not being able to score. Whether you have Tua or you don't, I don't care. The common denominator is the 5 losses are all on the offense. The defense has done enough for you to go undefeated this season. The defense has done enough for you to go undefeated.
Let's see where the market's at. Oh, it's just rising, so this one, the next one, and the next one. So we could do at least 50.
I'm sorry, Big O, but Tua is officially a concern. He has the remainder of the season and half of 2023 to prove the world wrong. He's injury 2 to 3 games, and he disappears 2 to 3 games. It breaks my heart. I'm not going to argue. I can't argue with that. I'd love to stand up for him, but brother, after these last 2 weeks, I can't stand up for you. I believe in Tua. I believe he'll fight through it. But I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. The proof is right there. You watched the last 2 weeks. He completely crapped in his pants. In fact, I think the company Depends is calling him now for a sponsorship. Marino, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Next up. Chase Barrett, what do you want Tua to do? That was the worst performance by a wide receiver group I've seen. You can't find 10 plays all that game with an open wide receiver. They don't exist. Who else have I been mentioning, sir? Mike McDaniel. Last week, the receivers were open. Tua missed on them. This week, Tyreek was a little off. Some of it was his fault early on. He lost one in the lights and everything. Right? I can't blame Tua for everything.
I'm hearing something.
Game, there's a couple you
Here we
correct.
go.
I'm going to give you a little love there on that. There are some where the receivers were a little off and screwed up some of that stuff, but in return, I have to say, Tua was also making terrible decisions, forcing the ball early on into coverage where Tyreek was being covered with 3-4 guys. I don't know why. So I'm going to disagree with that part with you. This week, there were some more receivers covered than last week. But still, he had enough of them open. He never got himself in a groove to continue throwing more. That's what I said last week. Last week, there were open receivers that he missed. And if he hits those, he continues to hit more. So not only did he leave the obvious yards on the field, but then the yards that lead to after that if you continue the drive. This week, he failed to actually put together and extend almost any drive. I'm not going to give Tua the break, okay? I love Tua. I think he'll fight through it, but I can't defend what's happening. And I blame McDaniel also. I blame McDaniel today. You know you have injured receivers. Tyreek has got an injured ankle. You know that Waddle's coming off also a little bang. Well, then why aren't you using Cedric? Why aren't you using Sherfield more? Why aren't you using Gesicki more? Get them involved. So I talked about that. Next up, Sean. Lino, lack of a running game is killing us. Yeah, but they were never a running team anyway. So let's not make it sound like they were going to be running the ball on anybody and having great success. And remember, they were having some success, and Jeff Wilson then got injured. Can't do anything about that. Next up, Lino, thank you for the love in the super chat. Frankie Fresco, and now Hill injured, shaking my head, not looking good, Big O. No, it's looking terrible. I have zero confidence that they can win next week, this week in Buffalo. On Saturday, this team that I've watched the last 2 weeks, this offense,
let's see.
The defense can do enough maybe in Buffalo to help you win.
27.
Don't help out, forget about it. If you're going to serve them up and you're going to give Buffalo time of possession 2-1, forget about it. It's over, bro. It's done. You can't do what you've done here the last 2 weeks with time of possession and the amount of plays and everything. Now it's a short week and the defense has been served up for the last 2 weeks. It's bullshit, dude. What the offense has done to this defense is criminal. Frankie Fresco, thank you for the love in the super chat. Next up, Paul V. Why don't we open it up to Gesicki, running backs, Wilson? Obviously, the defense is swarming Hill and Waddle. Isn't that an advantage?
Just let it run.
That's why I've been blaming McDaniel here, not just Tua. I got to blame McDaniel here for what's gone on. This is his job. It's offense. The defense is doing their part again. The offense is not doing theirs. McDaniel's failed here the last 2 weeks. Not just Tua, but McDaniel. Paul V, thank you for the super chat, my brother. I appreciate you. Next up, I was going to say phone call. True Fin fan, maybe I'm wrong, but it seems to me that the coordinators have figured out that if they stuff the middle, they win. I'm sick to my stomach and furious. Yeah, they have been crowding the middle of the field. But that's your job to then counter it, right? Move the launch point. Attack more of the edges. Do something. And don't keep going deep just to go deep all the damn time. Work the intermediate. I thought sometimes they were just throwing deep. You're off. Why do you keep throwing all those deep shots? I don't get that one. Thank you, True Fin fan. Next up. Mario, if Tua doesn't rebound, do we move on? Well, I mean, let's wait. I know how I love how you guys, love to. You're probably already a hater and you were never believed in him or whatever. But I appreciate the super chat. Let's find out. He's played like shit the last 2 weeks. I
feel like I'm missing something.
Some of you never gave him a chance in the first place, but that's not the way I play the game. Got to give the man an opportunity, and then we'll talk down the line if
inventory
continues.
break table.
Next up. P. Hills, Tua is scared back there. Why no screen passes? The O-line looks to be in trouble. If we lose to Bills, we might be out of the playoffs. Oh, they're losing to the Bills.
All right, let's see. Daily average, blah, blah, blah.
They're going to get killed by the Bills. They're going to absolutely get walloped by the Bills. This is going to be a 20-point loss if this is the offense that's going to play there this Saturday.
Client retail.
I don't know what they want to do or what they're going
max
to do.
Level, max level.
Figure it out and better show us some coaching.
All right. So we don't got to worry about them. They're at max level.
Malkowick, Big O, I was baffled by the lack of adjustments.
Deliver more than 50 advanced products. Okay, so that's that's what we got to start doing.
Tua didn't execute them or whatever, but incredibly disappointing. I'm with you. Thank you for the love in the super chat. Next up, the truth says once the weather is below 60, Tua's brain is freezing.
In order to mass produce, you also need masses of.
He sucks, bro. Had nothing to do with the weather.
For you haggle with the union negotiate.
And I blame him. I don't blame no stadium. I don't blame the weather. I don't blame any of that kind of stuff. You're either a good player or you're not. Either you play well or you don't. And that's it. And he did not play well.
Operator and haulers. See, that's what I need. I need this next. I need this next. I need to buy this next.
Okay? He and that offense have failed miserably the last 2 weeks.
I definitely need to buy that next.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Edward Thurston Howe. Worst rushing defense, and we don't run the ball. Keep the defense off the field. Play Gesicki. Darn it. The same thing against Houston. They sucked against the run, and they threw the hell out of the ball until all the injuries screwed them up on the O-line. But McDaniel does things completely different, but we'll see if this is something that humbles him a little bit. He's got to adjust. He's got to do better, and so does Tua. This is a hell of a test for Tua now. Okay? Hell of a test for Tua now. All right, next up. Topher, thank you, sir, for the love in the super chat. Big O said, Amber Heard, I died. Oh, it's Heard or Turd. Right? You know, some weeks we get Heard, some weeks we get Turd. And that's it. What else can I tell you? Mike McDaniel's offense, Heard or Turd? That'll be the poll every week now. Which McDaniel offense will show up, the Heard or the Turd? There you go. Topher, thank you for the love in the super chat. Justin, we have the most bipolar fan base. 2 weeks ago, they're saying Tua MVP, number one CBS. Then we have 2 bad weeks, and they want the coach fired and Tua out. Yeah, well, that's how it goes, Justin. I'm going to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. They got to figure it out, but I'm not going to give them any breaks on this. I'm not making any excuses for McDaniel.
All right, come on.
For Tua. Okay, as much as I love Tua, as much as I believe in him, as much as I still think he can be a great player.
Let's look at this again. It's still going to go up.
Super Bowl, I'm not going to make any excuses for him. And plenty of quarterbacks have, bad moments, bad times. Well, here you go, kid. Let's
Come
go.
on, almost there.
We'll find out. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you. Jaden Dool, thank you, sir, for the love on the super chat. Appreciate you. Logan White, thank you. Thank you for the love on the super chat. Much appreciated, man. Next up, he says he sends in another one. Defenses have learned to
this
sit in the middle.
Sucks, cuz.
To deep, yes, but you got to work the outsides too.
It sucks that these are about to be done at the same damn time.
I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear that they figured this out, because that's what it's called. It's a chess game. They figured that out. Well, then you adjust. You didn't adjust. Well, then that's your fault. Then you're not that good. That's all. You're not that good as a coach, and you're not that good as a quarterback then.
What is going on? Where is...
I don't make excuses. I'm not doing that. You either get it done or you don't. And McDaniel, you didn't get it done today. And Tua, you certainly haven't gotten it done the last 2 weeks. It's up to you guys.
I'm hearing it, but I'm not seeing...
Appreciate it. Sam Cavison, thank you, sir. Chargers defense shut off the center field and Tua was done. Bills will do the same. No hope. Well, it's up to McDaniel and Tua. There's plenty of hope. Okay?
I'm hearing it, but I'm not seeing it, bro.
There's hope. There's hope. But I'm not ready to give up. I get it. I know how it is. 2 weeks. The season's over. And the world is caving in and all that stuff. And Orlando, go cancel your home in Arizona for the week of the Super Bowl. I get all of that. I understand. But I'm not ready to cave in yet. I'm not one of those people, anyways. I'm kind of a fighter as it is. So I'm gonna hope that McDaniel and Tua will fight this through this. And
I only need 5.
But thank you, Sam. Appreciate it.
And I see one over here.
Why you feel negative about it right now? Andro Blanco, have you ever played a sport? You don't understand the game. This is how I play the game. Please.
Where is the workers fail to deliver parts to construction?
Yep. Well, you play well, sir. You are, your number's hanging in all rafters. Jaden, thank you, sir, again, for the love on the super chat. Too kind. Thank you. Jimmy A, took 12 weeks for the NFL to break the code. Time for McD to adjust. Herbert has, even with his coach for 2+ years, not even a year for Tua and McD. Yeah, but, if San Fran really, if the middle of the field really is what you think is the problem, which I don't believe that because he was off all over the place, not just the middle of the field. But if that's the case, you know that somebody else is going to try to do it the following week and the week after. You had to have a game plan for that. So, that's all smoke and mirrors and a bunch of bullshit. But it's fine. It's a nice narrative that you can run with, and then the writers will run with it, and people will talk about it and all that. But it's your job as a coach to adjust to all of that. So, if you're stupid enough to not adjust to it from one week to another, then, shame on you. So I don't really give you, McDaniel's smart enough to know that if it was really something that was affecting him, he would have to have a counter to it. That's kind of the way you play the game. So clearly that they had no counter, they deserve the blame. Thank you, Jimmy. Appreciate you. Cy, love all. I'm Team Tua all the way, but I have a feeling we are going to look at the tape and see Tua is playing too much hero ball and not taking the simple stuff. Probably.
Okay, come on.
Cy, it's pretty simple. However you slice it, Tua's playing like dog crap. Whether he's forcing
Need two more.
not taking what he's supposed to.
Come on, where are you at?
The open guy, or missing the deep ball, or missing the middle, or whatever it is, he's playing like crap. Okay? That's it. Jaden, again, thank you, sir. Man, that's awesome. These last upcoming weeks will be very telling of the future of the offense, mainly. Can Tua get out of the slump he's in, and can McDaniel improving play calling? I have hope Tua can get out of this. I'm hoping they're with you, my brother. We shall find out. Next up is Mario. Where the hell has Chubb been? Horrible trade. Well, can't say he's producing any sacks. So far, Mario, it's not looking like a good trade. Right now,
all we need is two. Come on.
Judge it on just a couple games. But, I think you're going to have to wait a year before you actually judge this. You know what I'm saying? All right, it is time to get into a little hijinks with the one and only Joe.
Thank
Shad
you for
and our
that.
hijinks Sports Grill. Fins
Let's
up
go.
post-game reports.
Plan here.
It's time to talk to the man with incredibly high standards. It's not easy to score an A or grade 10 out of 10 with this guy. In fact, he isn't impressed with Joey Chestnut's dominance. Usain Bolt's speed.
60.
Even Van Ginkel's locks. Will the hijinks continue? Can the Miami Dolphins do the impossible by getting a passing grade with Joe Shad? It's time for the Hijinks Sports Grill Miami Dolphins report. This report is brought to you by Hijinks Sports Grill in Boca at 133 Southeast Meisner Boulevard. Enjoy happy hour 4 to 7 p.m. Reserve a VIP table online and receive one free sparkling wine. Follow them on Instagram at Hijinks Sports Grill. Here's Miami Dolphins insider Joe Shad.
All right, there he is. How you feeling, Shadster?
It's a tough loss, man. That's about as bad as it could have gone.
It's an absolute choke job by the offense. They have been pathetic. If you look at it, really, in the end, all 5 losses this season have to do with the offense, with or without Tua. Today you had Armstead, no excuse. I don't want to hear about, they're flooding the middle of the field and Tua's having issues. Well, if they did it last week, you as a coach have to adjust to it. So then Mike McDaniel's also failing on offense. It's interesting because you look at it, the Dolphin offense had 19 and 20 minutes of time of possession the last 2 weeks, which is a combined 39 and a half minutes. And that's exactly what San Fran had last week. And today the Chargers had 40 minutes. And you're abusing the defense. They're doing the best they can with what they have. They keep you alive every week. And I can point at the offense. In fact, I was actually saying this. Do you know that the Dolphin offense is Amber Heard? Did you know that?
How's that?
Well, she's beautiful. She's hot. Probably there's some great sex one night. But then there's another night where there's a turd in your bed. So it's either Heard or turd. And that's what this offense has actually been. So it's interesting. You can give the offense all the praise, and guess what? You could give the offense all the blame for the 5 losses this season. It's interesting.
So I went into the Dolphins locker room, and I spoke with Teron Armstead, Tyreek Hill, and Jalen Waddle. And they were all very professional. and they were obviously searching for answers. They were all talking about the lack of rhythm, and they were also talking about how the Chargers did some things on defense schematically that were different than what they had shown. And so the coach admitted, I understand, in his post-game press conference, that they were out-schemed on some things. And in speaking to a couple of defensive players, they also suggested that the Chargers did some things from a scheme perspective that caused problems for them. So, listen, Tua was terrible today. I don't know what's wrong. It's 2 games in a row now where he's wildly inaccurate, and and he wasn't great in the Houston game. So since the bye, he hasn't been the same player, and I don't know why. I mean, obviously it's a step up in competition, but the Chargers defense, I mean, no excuse, it's terrible, and they have no Joey Bosa, and they don't have the safety Derwin James, they don't have the corner J.C. Jackson.
Give us that.
It doesn't make any sense. You have to wonder. I mean, you have to wonder. Would you agree that this is fair? That you have to wonder if Tua is pressing? That it's not.
I don't know what he's doing. All I know is, dude, I don't know what he's doing. He's playing like dog shit.
Well, he didn't just forget how to throw the football. He didn't just.
No, I didn't say that he knew he forgot or whatever it is.
Do you think that there's a chance that
or whatever it is, he's playing like dog shit, and Mike McDaniel has coached like dog crap because he coached like dog crap this week. Last week, I gave McDaniel.
All right, what else? We got that. So we got enough people.
This week he missed guys again, but there were moments that these guys were right on top of their receivers.
Let's see.
So there were moments that were.
So.
I get it. By the way, did you ask Tyreek? Did he lose that one in the lights, the deep ball? Is that what happened?
I didn't ask that question. He referenced in general that there were a few balls he felt he should have gotten. So. Yeah. That one may have very well been one of those.
12, let's see, 7, 15, 30.
We would have been like, oh, it's great, but whatever, we didn't win. I mean, what is he going to say? But I know. But
8, 9.
Phillips talked about how the referee told him that it was putting your weight
12.
on the player, and I told him that we all thought that was bull crap, and that the officials, the broadcasters thought it was bull crap, and the rules analysts thought it was bull crap. But
Jalen Phillips, Christian Wilkins, and Kader Kohou,
they played great.
Let me see.
Their asses off, dude.
Yeah, they played great. I wrote about all those guys in my 5 instant takeaways available now on the PalmBeachPost.com, which was very difficult.
Do we have?
Having laptop problems, but
Let me see.
Do you think that?
That's taken out.
Herbert
1, 2. So we do got 2. So we do got 2.
That has to be on his mind for sure, but he's been erratic for a while now, so I'm not
there's
I'm
wood.
not giving him that out, bro. I'm not doing that. You played bad, bro. That's it.
It's not. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. I'm looking for
the last
reasons.
2 weeks, and for whatever reason, and in the Houston game, he was lights out in the first half. It was after the injuries.
So let's do.
Is what happened to that offense, but he was. That was a week we all thought that they would attack him with the run, just like today. We thought they're playing a bad run defense, run the hell out of the ball, and then Wilson gets injured too. You know what I mean? So that creates.
Well, they should have run it more. They ran it 19 times. They averaged 4.8 yards per carry. Raheem Mostert got some stuff going. Even Tua got some runs. Even Ahmed got in there with some runs. So I am a little concerned. It's a passing league. We're going to pass to set up the run. But we're supposed to run more than the other teams.
Ooh, that's too many
And I know it's tough.
parts that need to get put together, though.
How effective is he going to be in a running game? That's an interesting thing I just thought of. Armstead told me he got through the game okay.
We need something that doesn't have that many.
Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Guys will work.
Pretty amazing to make it through, and he didn't too bad. He didn't get beat on too many plays. Obviously you do a lot of ball watching when you're watching the
It
game.
doesn't tell me
Go back and watch
how much experience I would get.
This is the worst case scenario for Dolphins fans.
And
not
Tua.
only did they, I guess what I'm saying is, not only did they lose both games here. Now, by the way, the Dolphins could win 3 of their next 4 and still finish 11-6. Okay.
No, I know.
It's possible. No, what I'm saying is,
we can't.
Justin Herbert is not easy. Now, they should have played better on offense.
We gotta have something.
I was hoping that Tua was going to throw for 380 yards and 3 touchdowns, and the Dolphins were going to sack Justin Herbert 5 times.
That's not. If we're gonna do that, yeah, we can't. We can't.
Justin Herbert was very good.
He produced 1 touchdown for 370 yards. He couldn't get in the end zone. He really wasn't that special. What was so unspecial was the Dolphins. Dude, they won by 6 points. And the Dolphins played absolutely horrible, Joe. They had the ball double the amount of time as the Dolphins. And they could only produce 6 more points.
Orlando, I'm just making the point that I'm disappointed. I know, but listen to the point.
Like Justin Herbert was the second coming. He did enough to win, but he wasn't anything great.
You watched the game.
Yeah, I watched the game.
Unfortunately,
he was never challenged. Unfortunately, he dramatically outperformed Tua, and that sucks. I wish it didn't happen. I could dramatically outperform Tua the way he played.
Well, Brock Purdy did last week. All right, the last pick in the draft. So we got to get this out.
Can outperform Tua the way he's played the last 2 weeks. A high school quarterback from
Wait a minute. We might have a winner here.
The last 2 weeks. I mean, it's a joke what Tua did today. The outperforming Tua was no challenge at all today. That's where the Chargers and Justin Herbert were super fortunate. The Dolphins had no offense today. You throw for 370 yards and 51.
What's that looking like? 2010. Well, that's not.
1 touchdown. Come on, man. That's not that impressive.
Oof.
Come on. Really. Now, here's what I want to know.
We just need more.
Adjust now going into Buffalo. I want you to answer.
Well, first of all, you got to hope that Tyreek Hill's ankle is okay.
We gotta get a second. This is not enough.
Apparently, after the game, McDaniel indicated that neither injury is severe, which is good. I mean, look, it's going to be very hard to win in Buffalo. It's going to be wind street mix and snow and in the 30s. I mean, Tua has unfortunately not cleared these 2 hurdles. Did not clear the hurdle against the very good 49ers defense. Did not clear the challenge of out. McDaniel said their plan was better than ours and they outplayed us. Yeah, all right.
They did.
I mean, listen, I appreciate that he takes the responsibility, but Tua did not clear the hurdle against the poor Chargers defense. Something's off.
I see. That's what I gotta do. Facts. Okay, hold on. Let's go into my daily average. Okay, let's say estimate sum, estimate material cost, estimate payment received, workers. Daily average, 6,000. New inventory. Rent 3,000. New inventory. That's new stuff I buy. Payment received.
The national spotlight. All the talk. The players in the locker room today were talking about we need to get back to focus on.
So 12,000. So I need to.
Tells you that they're trying to say, hey, let's stop overthinking everything and get back to technique. It's a very, Brian Flores Patriots way thing. It's a non-emotion technique and fundamentals are the opposite of emotion, right? Because there's no emotion in technique and fundamentals. So I think that the Dolphins, unfortunately, did not meet the moment in either of these games on the West Coast. It's very unfortunate.
The beginning of the game, did you find it odd that Tua kept forcing it to Tyreek even when there were 3 or 4 guys covering him? When mathematics kind of tell you if there are 3 or 4 guys around Tyreek, that means other guys have got to be open? Like, did you notice that early on in that first quarter? Like, he was just forcing it where he didn't really. It was like he needed to get number 10 involved. I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, Waddle and Sherfield and Wilson and Gesicki did nothing. And Waddle had like 1 catch, right? And maybe at least going in the last drive. And he would never say that he was frustrated. You know, I think he's frustrated in general. He's frustrated about the offense, not about how many catches.
All right, let's.
I think Waddle's actually.
See, we got enough for that. I should have.
I asked Waddle about Tua's confidence, and he, of course, said that his confidence will never waver. But I am wondering if it is wavering a little bit. Because if you think about it, when he was at his best, he was uber confident, and you know.
No, there was a swag to his game. There was a rhythm to his game, and right now
he seems skittish.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's weird because he's got Armstead in there. He's got.
Yeah.
You know, his line was fine. I mean, there got to be a couple of times, but they were fine.
Line wasn't bad last week either, dude.
I would have liked to have seen a few more runs. They did run it 19 times. You know, it's
you did it, by the way. You did the tape, don't lie. That you saw it. He had more than enough time to make his throws last week too. No matter what. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the kid, but you better figure it out quickly because. People like me that have been defending him cannot defend anything that's going on right now. That's for sure.
Let's,
There's a little bit of the revert to the mean. You know what I mean? Like, it's unrealistic to think that Tua is going to finish first in the NFL in passer rating and passing percentage and yards per attempt. No, certainly, you know, if the season ends and Tua is in the, you know, top 5 or 6, passer rate, completion percentage, touchdown, interception. But it is also true that
why is there a wood getting chucked?
Defined by his moments in the San Francisco and Chargers game, and really on the road in a cold at Buffalo and Boston.
It's just, dude, you can't be Amber Heard. It can't be Heard or Turd. It can't be those extremes. You know, people can deal with you losing when, okay, you played really well and there was a last-second thing.
And there is nobody to help this guy unload.
The football or something, and you lost the game. Oh, the dude Tua played really well. Okay, great. You know, when you play great, it's great to give you all the compliments. But when you play like
there's wood all over, bro. Yeah, this is not. This is not good. This is not good.
It can't be that. It can't go like that. There can't be those kind of swings. I was just talking about this. Like I just told you at the beginning of our interview. All 5 losses are on the offense. None of them are on the defense. And there were countless games where I remember Marino was...
The defense should be better, though. The defense should be better.
Okay, but there's not
defense
one...
should be better. Well, let's get a little more from Bradley Shaw.
But listen,
get a little
Joe,
more from Javon Holland. Let's get a little more from Jerome Baker.
You're right.
No, I'm asking for a little more.
Yeah, this is not good.
And Chubb has been terrible.
Can't pull long passes.
Yeah, no. But listen, there's not one game that you can say, oh, dude, the offense played great and the defense let them down. No, one of those games. All 5 games, you say, the offense couldn't do it. Offense couldn't do it. Offense couldn't do it. All 5
weird. It's weird because they're top 5 in scoring offense. They're top 5 in yards per play. They're top 5 in passing yards per game. But, you know, yeah, I mean, yeah, they beat the crap out of some bad. They beat the crap out of the Lions and the Bears. Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, but
it's hurt. Yeah.
Listen, McDaniel is a smart guy. He is not.
I don't care about none of that guy.
Gotta make the adjustment. Maybe, you know what? Listen, this is a mindset shift. A lot of pressure, a lot of talk. Now, nobody expects them to be Buffalo. So, you know what? It releases all the tension. You like that?
I like that, but that's a nice, that's a nice little narrative and storyline you guys can use and all that stuff. But I think for them, I don't know if that shit flies. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that offense is sitting there going, what the hell is going on? And they're looking at each other for answers. And remember, Chua said that like 90 plays they went through out of the 700. Well, I think McDaniel needs back to that library since he's got 600. And maybe get back to Zig Ziglar and start doing a little bit more motivational stuff there for the next couple months.
I got good news.
Yeah, this is.
Marcel from ESPN.
Yes, I've heard of that guy.
He's going to come on after me.
All right, he's ready to go. All right. Usually he's a slacker, but okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, Joe. Safe for your travels, my brother.
Thanks.
All right, be good.
Looking forward to getting home, Ed. Seeing my wife.
Nothing here.
10, 11 days.
Nothing here.
Well, they're happy that you weren't around. I'm telling you. I just, you can feel it from here. You can hear the parties and everything from here. Later, brother.
I want to be clear. I wish Tua had outperformed Herbert. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. See you, bud.
Choke job. See you, Joe. That's the Hijinks Sports Grill. Fins up, baby. Post-game reports.
This has been the Hijinks Sports Grill Miami Dolphins Report with Joe Shad. This report is brought to you by Hijinks Sports Grill in Boca at 133 Southeast Meister Boulevard. Enjoy happy hour from 4 to 7 p.m. Reserve a VIP table online and receive one free sparkling wine. Follow them on Instagram at Hijinks Sports Grill.
People are passing out.
Joe, I mean, he set it up already. Let's go. Let's get the edge with Marcel Louis-Jacques and our myedgedrink.com fins up post-game reports.
People are passed out everywhere. I'm overworking my workers.
Am I blind? I don't see Marcel. I thought Marcel was coming on. What's up?
Oh, man.
I thought he was ready to go. Well, I guess he's not. Like I told you, he's a slacker. Didn't I tell you he was a slacker? All right, what's next on the super chats here? Frankie says, Big O Herbert played really good. Whether he scored one touchdown or 50, he got the job done. He won and no turnovers. Herbert proved you wrong. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. I'm so wrong.
54.
Awesome. Yes, he did enough to win.
As long as I don't go over 54.
There's not much more for me to say, bro. I can't defend him at all. I can't make excuses, and I'm not going to make excuses. Kid failed miserably. All right, let's go to the man. He's got a jacket and everything. You can tell he's on the road and everything. ESPN, big shots. Let's go. Let's get the edge with Marcel Louis-Jacques.
Time to get the edge on the Miami Dolphins with our Edge Energy Drink Miami Dolphins Report. When you want the energy drink that's delicious and smooth with zero aftertaste, you can only order Edge Energy Drink at myedgedrink.com. That's myedgedrink.com. Here's the ESPN Dolphin Insider, Marcel Louis-Jacques.
All right. How you doing, baby? You doing fine?
I'm doing fine. A little chillier than I expected down at field level. You know, they say that it is open air. It is open air. I underestimated just how much of that air makes its way down there. But other than that, you know, I can't believe this dream run.
Keep it up.
Did you see Johnny Depp down there at any point?
I did not. Also, you got to clarify there. Dream for me, not so much a dream for the Dolphins. This has been a
Dang it.
hell.
Well, that's why I'm telling you. Did you know that the new name for the Dolphin offense is the Amber Heard offense?
I did not.
Oh, yeah? Now, you know, Amber Heard, she's a pretty girl. Kind of crazy. Maybe some pretty good sex, right? Because crazy girls.
Let's try this.
That's the thing they say about crazy girls, right? And so, you'll have your Dolphin offense that will throw for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, and 5 touchdowns, and 6 touchdowns sometimes. And it looks beautiful, just like Amber Heard. And then there are other nights where you go to your bed, and there's a big turd in it. It's the herd or the turd. And that's kind of what this entire season has been about.
You're hilarious.
The offense can get the success and the accolades for everything. And guess what? You got to give them the blame for all 5 losses.
There's got to be something available.
It's herd or turd for the Dolphin offense. These are the extremes that Mike McDaniel and his offense have been putting the Dolphin fan base on this year. What do you think about that?
I think that, and I wrote this in my takeaway, I'm not going to touch any Amber Heard stuff because I value my job, but they're failing their December exam. We said entering the month, we're going to learn a lot about the Dolphins. This is their chance to prove it, blah, 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 blah. December football, most important, all this. They are failing their finals right now. They cruised. They cruised through syllabus week. You know, they got a good grade on the midterm. They blew their midterm out of the water. And then it almost feels like they stopped studying for their final. That they said, you know what, we've already done this before. We've learned this before. You know, I don't see the need to study again for the final. It's already up there. And you know what they did, the final? They did it on chapters 13, 14, 15, and you stop reading at 12. So they look totally out of sync, totally out of place, out of rhythm. And for a rhythm-based offense, if you can't have rhythm and you can't get in rhythm, then you look like that. You look like you did tonight against a middling, injury-depleted, star-free defense. No Derwin James, no Joey Bosa.
And listen, by the way, I told Shannon, I know Chris Collinsworth practically made love to Herbert, and I know he played well, but really, 370 yards and 1 touchdown. You know, it wasn't like lit you up. So,
no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Justin Herbert was excellent tonight, and it wasn't just the touchdown and point numbers. His ability to extend plays, snap in and snap out, was top of the line. We just talked about the Dolphins over the past 5 weeks are 4th in EPA, defensive EPA. Like, they haven't been playing horribly on defense over the past month or so.
I'm not blaming the defense at all. I'm the guy that defends Josh Boyer in the defense. I just told you the 5 losses are all on the offense. Every single one. You can't name one game where you said, well, the offense kicked ass, but the defense let them down. You can't say that. Every game you have to say the offense let you down. All 3 games without Tua, and these 2 games with Tua.
Come on, catch up. Got catch up on the hoverboard.
Josh Boyer and the defense have actually done a really good job for you to be undefeated this year.
With the exception, excuse me, with the exception of one play, I say it on here a lot.
If we can hurry up and get 4 points, I'm sorry, 7. No, what is it?
Not playing to win. 3rd and 7.
6. We need to get this. We need mass production. We got too many people. We need mass production.
In coverage, 8 back to block the goal line, basically. Right. Chargers run a 16-yard screen because why would you not?
They're a bad tackling team. Yeah.
That's surrender. Like, little things like that. Games don't have like 3 or 4 plays.
That game had nothing to do with the game anyways. So you win by 3.
They lost.
You win by 3 and not 6. Do the math, my brother. So you stop. You win by 3 and by 6,
and you go into halftime without all that momentum. You go into halftime not having to protect against a team that just scored.
What you think anyone?
Hold on.
This team,
we're gonna see.
Momentum. That's more mental masturbation on your part. Come on, dude. Let's talk
What are
about
you
something
talking
that
about?
matter here. 3rd and 16 defense had nothing to do with this game whatsoever. Is it a
3rd and 17 defense? A 3rd and 17 defense. A 3rd and 17 play that led to a touchdown one play later had nothing to do with the outcome of the game. What was the final? 23-17?
By 6. So you lose by 2 instead of 6? Do the math.
You're
lose,
not down by you're not down by 10 or whatever going into half. You're down by.
This team wasn't gonna win anything, Marcel. They
First
sucked.
of all,
Tua threw for 145 yards. He was 10 of 28, Marcel. What are you kidding yourself, dude?
First of all,
we're not winning anything.
I said with the exception of one play. I'm talking about one play when picking apart the defense, and it was surrender football. They played surrender football for a play, and it had an immediate consequence. And 2, we're not gonna gaslight my take here when 4 minutes ago you're trying to brush off Justin Herbert's 370 yards as if he didn't light this team up every freaking time he touched the field today. This was the end. No, this is the end. I've seen it with my own eyes now. So I can't be convinced anymore. I've seen it. It's the end of that debate. It's the end of that debate.
Okay, no, I get it. You can end that debate if you want. Okay, that's fine. My point is, if the Dolphins' offense shows up, do the Chargers win?
I don't know. If I got paid, because I'm trying to figure out how adequate.
More Santa?
How little I care about the word if. If this, if that. If Justin Herbert only threw for 20 yards, then the Chargers probably.
Okay, we have you. After we finish with this stuff, we got you, Santa.
Why did the Dolphins lose?
They couldn't get off the field on 3rd down, and they couldn't generate any sort of freaking drive for the second game in a row. Really, 7.5 game in a row. They were not good in the second half against Houston. Second half against Houston. But like, I have to get the point across. I have to get the point across. I have now seen it in person. It's different than watching it on TV. I have seen Herbert in person now. We're talking about talent and playing the quarterback position. The guy is top 5. The guy he was incredible tonight. I don't care about how many points it went to. I don't care how many points he led, how many they left on the board, this, that, and the third. I saw this man, his pocket awareness, man, is way beyond what I expected of him. I don't watch a ton of Justin Herbert. I don't watch a ton. Man, I cover the Dolphins. Part of my job is not to sit there and pick apart Justin Herbert week in, week out. So I knew what I've seen, which is that he's got a plus arm. That works. Yeah. I did not know how aware he was on the field. I mean, it must have been what if I told you that the Dolphins set a new season high in quarterback pressures tonight? Would you believe that? I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. A new season high in pressures tonight.
Still not enough.
And Phillips alone were the main guys that were pressuring the entire night.
I need more. Still not enough.
Play like he did under the pressure he was facing. Relentless. 24 blitzes. I think the Dolphins dialed up tonight. And then for Tua on the other side to play the game that he did, it was a dark day for the Tua versus Herbert argument. But like when we asked the question, when I saw it on social media, some people brought it up. When people are upset and confused why the Chargers didn't ask Justin Herbert about being compared to Tua, I just saw why. Tua's been awesome this season. He was far from it tonight, and Justin Herbert was. Like that's the reality. That's the reality that we have to live in right now. Justin Herbert was awesome tonight.
I need to.
They're going into a game next week against a defense that's hot right now. That's won 4 in a row. They get a little bit of a break against the Packers. Then they've got the Jets.
I need to make this bigger.
The Jets on the road. That's 3 defenses in their last 4 games that all rank in the top 10 in terms of yards allowed per play. For an offense that is struggling to find its rhythm now in the most important part of the season, this doesn't look good. I wasn't willing to sniff the panic button last week.
Say it with me. The Dolphins lost because Tua sucked. Say it with me.
The Dolphins lost because Tua sucked tonight. Tua sucked tonight. The offense
Herbert was not challenged tonight. That's it.
Herbert was, he was challenged in the sense that people were in his face every play.
No, he wasn't. He didn't have an offense that outscored him and forced him to have to play catch up at all. He was not challenged at all today, and that was the result of it. Miami lost because Tua sucked.
Okay. Is anybody else on the floor?
Last week
Oh man.
laid on Tua. This week I laid on Tua and McDaniel. I thought he poorly prepared his team this week for them.
You know, the interesting thing I heard from Mike after the game, I asked him, hey, does struggling like this at this time of year cause any elevated concern? Obviously, like, you're not happy any time you lose.
There's something I'm missing.
Now when games you can't afford to really lose. Like, what does
Boom,
that do?
there you go.
Because, like, the loss is going to hurt when it hurts. But he mentioned that this is probably the furthest from the mark the Dolphins have ever been when it comes to pre-game expectations and post-game results. They fully expected, at least they prepared like it, they fully expected to win this game. I do not know what this team did throughout the week after practice. I do not know if they were thrown off by not being able to go home, if they were thrown off by being out. I don't know any of that. I don't want to put that in the world. I do not know how they were prepared.
No excuse.
But this was
no excuse.
This was possibly, I'm trying to think, it's up there with the Jaguars loss last year.
Got one out, got two out.
In terms of the most disappointed I have been in this team.
No excuse. None.
They had none.
None.
They had none. They had none. They have none. And you've got to be, and from McDaniel's perspective, yeah, he's not absent of blame. He deserves his share of blame tonight. This week. Last week, there was plays to be made into
he schemed it beautifully last week.
This cafeteria is a mess. I need to reconstruct. I need to reconstruct this cafeteria. I need to move all this over here, make this cafeteria, make this the cafeteria. Bring all this over here. We got plenty of room.
Well enough this week, and knowing that this guy is hurt in Tyreek, you got to start using Said a little more, man. You were going to use him as your number 2 in the first place. He's the most expensive fair catch guy in the history of the NFL. I mean, come on, dude. Get more people involved.
Look, this was bad. I think that, considering, I thought that.
Oh my God! Everybody is laid out, bruh.
That kind of performance was unique to that defense, but they're about to play against one defense that can sort of mimic it. With Milano's playing like an all-pro right now. Jermaine Edmonds is right on that ball.
There's too many people laid out, bruh. Like,
they're going to take away the middle of the field once again, and nothing that they've done over the past 2 weeks, Miami has shown the world.
oh man.
Without attacking the middle of the field.
The Zodiac Killer? You remember the Zodiac Killer?
I don't think I was alive. I've seen the movie though. I don't think I was alive.
Yeah. Well, when he died, his spirit came into Milano because he's killed quarterbacks left and right, bro. You saw what he did to one point today?
I gasped.
He assassinated quarterback, bro.
I was at breakfast and literally gasped, said, "Oh my God!" and pulled it up for everybody at the table to watch. That was yeah, he is. I can't believe Mike White got back up.
I need everybody to get up.
He went to the hospital to make sure there's no internal damage there. Let me see. Things I liked. I liked Tua scrambling. I feel like that's not something that he's done a lot of ever since the concussion. Right? He got held for doing it. I liked him stepping up and just making plays however possible.
What am I looking at?
The big thing that we said last week was the next step for Tua is
still gonna go up 49.
Of your offense and scrambling like that. And
how many do I have right now?
That is how you do it.
29.
There's no. It's it's not science. You know, it's more art.
How much would it be? 68.
Set plan.
That's really not nothing, bro.
Like, you kind of got to feel it out, and that's part of what makes guys great is following their instincts. But
I just got too many people falling, dying, bro. Like,
how to create outside the structure of your offense and how to make things happen outside the structure of your offense. Replay the Justin.
That's all it is.
Over and over again. That's exactly what he did all game. That's the only thing I could think of when I was watching him do that was, this is the next step for Tua. Like, that's what's separating Tua and Justin Herbert as individual talents right now is Herbert's ability to create like that. I want to see that from Tua.
I think they have better play design for their guys than Mike McDaniel.
They got outcoached on both sides.
They got outcoached today, bro.
I think they'll admit that. I don't know about happily admit that, but I think they'll admit that.
You know what? I don't give a shit if they admit it or not. I watched it. I've been watching football for a long freaking time.
Oh, we just got too many damn people.
McDaniel gets a whole lot of that blame ass pie. Okay? Because I'm handing through that. Right?
And I can't just build another cafeteria.
And he just sidestepped it and moved on. I mean, dude, the throw from the right hash to Mike Williams that like 55 yards on a dime. Somebody tried to tell me the X got whooped or X got cooked or something on that play. No. He was a yard and a half away. He was a yard and a half away at the time of the catch. He wasn't cooked.
I think you misunderstood him. I think he got no, X is cooked, I think is what they were trying to tell you.
Well, because gotta clarify because that was
right now Cater Kohu.
We didn't even get halfway to freaking, and this time is almost up. This is ridiculous.
Awesome tonight, right? Patrick, pick a receiver. Keenan Allen got 12 of 14. Williams caught all 6. Like, it was a...
X forgets to even tackle people. So, that play was just ridiculous. I mean, just,
the thing on this, the thing about that you got to remember, though, like, when looking at these stats, like, you can't cover forever. And so when a quarterback extend plays like that, like, you're more likely to be open because you're already at a disadvantage. If you're at basically a ticking clock as a defender as soon as that snap starts. Like a ticking clock in terms of how long you can do this.
When he's on the ground, you touch him, Marcel.
Yeah, we just need more.
That's the rule, Marcel. You touch him. You don't allow him to get up and get 10 or 15 more yards.
All right, let's start with it now. We
should have known that from like Pee Wee League and stuff.
We gotta move everything now because we gotta redo this.
Man, I might be a little.
It's cost us money.
Traveling home all day, but I think 2 things. One, we need to take a look at this offense, and number 2, we need to talk about what the hell the Christian staff is about to look like this offseason. Whether it's Miami doing it or somebody else, that man is getting paid. The man is getting paid this offseason. So that's top of my head. But I gotta run. I gotta go shoot something for I think SportsCenter is asking before they shut the lights off here. I'm gonna go show this foot off one last time. It's a good one tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Andy.
The two haters are loving these 2 weeks, baby. They're loving these 2 weeks. All right,
Honestly, this was all the Manuel Acho's fault.
Yep, that's it. Be safe in your travels.
Appreciate it. See y'all.
You got it. Don't forget Edge Energy Drink. Go to myedgedrink.com.
Come on, let me fit that right there. Let me fit that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
10% off. All right, get it shipped to you there, to your home, to your office. The most delicious energy drink on the planet. 78 calories. Delicious, smooth, and 0 aftertaste. And I'm not lying. When I tell you 0 aftertaste, I mean it. 0 aftertaste. myedgedrink.com.
Now at the Edge and the Miami Dolphins with the Edge Energy Drink Miami Dolphins report featuring ESPN's Marcel Louisiak. Get the energy drink that's delicious and smooth with 0 aftertaste. You can only order Edge Energy Drink at myedgedrink.com. That's myedgedrink.com.
Adam Pinkster says, I'm having PTSD the Wannstedt days, seeing this performance against the Chargers team with a bunch of starters are an absolute BS. I'm with you, Adam. I mean, it's disgusting, and thank you for the Venmo. Remember, you can send a donation through Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. Armando Swaim says, which offensive lineman will be gone next year, and why can't we run the ball? Well, I mean, listen, I don't think that running was going to save them that much. It would help some in this game, but, you know, it just, I'm so disappointed in the offensive, on the passing game with Tua, that to me, I just can't get past that to worry about the running game, or that was going to be the difference. Although Wilson was looking like he was chugging along, I will say that. Joy Delgadillo says, thanks for your honesty. Tua will get back on track, guaranteed. I hope so. I hope so.
That's not
Tua
done.
underthrew the ball against Steve M, and you can see Hill have to come back for it, and that gets his feet tangled. Go ahead, live. Tell us he threw him out front. Please tell people that. We'll tell him that just for you, Steve M. Thank you for the Venmo, as always, Steve M. Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. If you want to send in a Cash App or Venmo, and your hate for Tua, as Steve M is enjoying every failed second for Tua the last 2 weeks. That's the thing, man. Tua has now fueled all those folks out there. And guys like me that defend him and believe in him can't defend us. Sean, where do we leave off with these super chats? Because I know a couple came in. Topher, this is what happens when you wide receiver one Tyreek Hill goes on a podcast, runs AKA media run instead of going to practice. I mean, he wasn't sharp as he should be, but man, that passing game has just been so bad with Tua, and I don't know what Mike McDaniel's doing, but he better fix that quickly. Thank you, Topher. Appreciate you. Next up is Malkowick. Let Marcel speak, Big O. I do, but you know, sometimes you gotta just, you know, they come in with this craziness sometimes, and, you know, I get it, bro. Herbert played well, but please, you know, he played well because the Dolphins were so bad. If the Dolphin offense,
Oh man, I'm just like,
it would have put Herbert in a real disadvantage. That's the part that people don't see. I get it, it's 370 yards, but it's one touchdown. You kept failing in the red zone, and they even stopped you on fourth downs. I mean, come on, dude. It's you were playing a team with no offense, and you couldn't blow them out. You beat them by 6 points. A terrible Dolphin offense, like the offense from the last 2 weeks reminds me of last year's offense. That's what it looks like. It looks like last year's offense, and you have completely different talent. So it's however you want to, you know, spin the whole thing. If you want to make it look like he was glorious and he was amazing, and yes, he threw for 370 yards. I'm not here to make it look like he dominated and he won the game and he outdueled somebody. No, dude, Tua didn't even show up to the damn game. He was 10 of 28. Tua was pathetic. There's nothing more to say. Tua and Mike McDaniel lost this game. Herbert didn't win it. The Chargers didn't win it. The Dolphins gave them the damn game. They played like dog crap. You're never going to win against anybody playing that kind of offense. They lost by 6 points by playing no offense whatsoever. They had the ball for 20 minutes. The Chargers had it for 39-38. And all they could do is score 6 more points. I'm not exactly sure what people are seeing, but I get the narrative, dude. Tua is not believed in. He's a small guy, got no arm, this, that, and Herbert is the god and everything. And I get it. He made a lot of nice throws. But in the big picture, in games that would matter against better offenses,
I don't even want to deal with that.
we would have lost that game every single time. when you play an offense this bad, you should blow them out by 20 points. You won by 6. Whatever, man. I get it. Herbert is God, and Tua sucks, and all that. And so we'll go into that. All right, next up. Any other ones? Marcus Guerrero. Here's some charity, Big L. Feels so bad he has to pretend that Tua is a franchise QB for his blind listeners. So embarrassing.
All right, so
Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate it. We'll try to get some.
there's really no market for this?
And also hearing aids. It's also listening.
That really pisses me off.
Bro, thank you for the love of the super
We gotta
chat.
finish making these.
Worried about that Bills D-line.
We gotta finish making these. There's really no.
You should be terrified, dude. This Dolphin offense is going to Buffalo. This game is already over before it even started. This Dolphin team has 0 chance to win in Buffalo.
16-15.
None. They're gonna get
What
killed.
is?
You want to see what a real quarterback and a real offense does this week? You're going to see it. Buffalo ain't going to
Move
win.
project to top priority project
If this
overview.
Dolphin offense shows up from the last 2 weeks, they're losing by 25. Okay? Because Josh is going to throw
Inventory,
4 or 5 touchdowns
that's what it is.
on the Dolphins. If this is the offense that shows up, it's over. Forget about it. They got no shot on Saturday. None.
Hoverboard 1.
Forget about being worried. This game is over. Okay? You played a young quarterback last week that had no
Workstation
experience,
broke a
and you
repair to
still had a
raise.
game late. And this week you played a guy that he put up some yards, but he really didn't put up any points on you. And you still lost. You had every chance. This coming week, you're playing a guy in an offense that can light your ass up like a lamp.
Let me
Like an
try
ice
this
cream
again. Like
Okay? If this is the
14.
offense that shows up, Josh Allen will not play what you just saw. He'll throw for 300 or 350, but it won't be 1 touchdown. I can guarantee you that. You guys want to see what a real quarterback's going to look like? You're going to see it next week. If this is the team that you're going to get. I feel terrible for this defense. It's a crime what the Dolphin offense has done to this defense. An absolute freaking crime.
what?
Seriously. Sam Cavison, thank you, sir, for the love of the super chat. The only way to beat Buffalo is short and quick passes, get rid of the ball, quick, move the chains. Well, I don't know if they can do that right now. They're not showing me that right now. Right now, Tua is not showing me any kind of confidence in the passing game.
2000.
I hope something changes drastically. You better get back to the team that won 5 in a row and was dealing, or the team that started the season. You better get back to being that team. If it's the offense, I'm sorry, not the team. If it's the offense of the last 2 weeks, they stand 0 chance of winning on Saturday. 0. Chase Barrett. Weather next week might be our saving grace. Even Mahomes can't throw nonstop downfield all day. Work the short game and we'll be back. Snow will force us to.
Oh, that's why I don't know why I did that. Go, I'm playing stupid right now.
Super chat. Weather will not have nothing to do with it. Rain, snow, sun. I don't care. If you don't have confidence, if you're not playing well, I don't care what the conditions are, you're going to lose.
Yeah, slow down. Hold
And that's
on,
what I'm
hold
seeing
on.
right now with that offense. That offense is not going to get you anywhere. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and all of a sudden convince myself of something that it doesn't exist. Okay? This team cannot show up like that this week. They have to change and they have to find the rhythm that they had before. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they better do it. They cannot resemble anything that they've done the last 2 weeks. I mean, they are the Amber Heard offense, right? It's a herd or a turd. They go from one extreme to another. Let's pray that they can go to the other extreme this week against Buffalo. Because if they don't stand a chance. You cannot show up the way they played the last 2 weeks on offense. It's over. They have to wake up. Somehow, some way. McDaniel better get back on track too. Okay? Because all of a sudden, McDaniel also will be looked at as a fraud. Because, okay, well then, he had some success, and they figured him and his guy out, and now he can't do anything. That's what's going to happen. That's next. It's not just Tua. This is also going to fall on McDaniel. They must correct this immediately. Okay? Immediately. Those of us that believe in Tua, like myself, we can't defend any of this. I can't sit here and make any excuses for Tua, that he's injured, or whatever. Or that
where is that noise coming from?
He has everything that he needs to win the last 2 weeks. And I've said
I
that
felt like I knew I was missing it.
Quarterback in this league. But I can't defend what I see there. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to lie to myself and lie to you guys and say, no, don't worry about it. It's just a speed bump here. No, he's never been through any of this stuff. So he has to show us that he can get through this hell like a lot of quarterbacks go through. They go through phases where they play bad for a week or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, but then they get back on track and they find a way to, get it going. Well, you've had 2 terrible weeks, Tua. Gotta wake up, dude.
Come on.
We can't
Let's
make
sell
excuses. So for
all
those
this
of us
stuff.
that believe in him, he's got to prove us right. Because right now, he's proven all the doubters and the haters.
Come on, man. There
Now
we
they
go.
back to, okay, that was a lucky streak, and things went well for him, this, that. Now the defenses have picked up, and he has failed this, and
2,100.
I got nothing to counter it. And I'm not going to counter it. Because there's nothing to counter. You got to call it like you see it. Unfortunately. That's just the way it is. And I'm hoping
This
he
is,
succeeds. Not only because I believe in him and all that.
I have too many people falling out, bro. Like,
and this is all part of it. And you know what? If he can get out of this, it actually bodes well for the future, because then that means future slumps, which they all have them, he'll be able to get out of it, because this will be a point.
nothing I can do.
So it's time for him to make this a point of reference and move on. One hell of a week to try to move on against the
What do you want?
Bills.
If you focus on producing tall drawers, it would be such a shame if someone bombarded that market with cheaper alternatives, wouldn't it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Well, next, whatever.
We suck on the road. I'm not even watching Miami next week. Come on. That's not... I get it. All the negative stuff in the world is coming to an end and all that. I get it. We're not trying to go with receiver screens, with the DBs and linebackers playing and dropping deeper. Hey, man, McDaniel deserves a lot of criticism for this week. He got outcoached this week, man. You know? You are countering by minimizing Herbert's performance. Yeah, dude, 6-point win. I'm not that impressed. He made a bunch of nice throws, but he got lucky that he played a shit team on offense. And they possessed no challenge whatsoever. A terrible Dolphins offense, and he only beat them by 6 points. Yeah, I don't really find that impressive. But that's fine, bro. That's part of this whole Tua Herbert thing, and the Herbert lovers are going to talk about it and all that. So what am I more impressed with? Herbert's performance against the Dolphins, or Tua's performance against the Ravens down by 21? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm talking about. It's that there was no challenge in this game because the Dolphin offense never showed up. And
I might have survived.
Then we have a game, and then we got something to talk about. But but it's not that he outdueled the Dolphins. The Dolphins never showed up. So he had nothing to outduel in the end. But that's fine. He was the second coming. He was amazing. Oh my God. He was so fantastic. Marcel, I think, wants autographs and everything. He saw it in person. He was
I don't
so
think
wowed
anybody's
by
falling
it.
asleep anymore.
Wowed by 370 yards and 1 touchdown. Wowed by beating a really shitty Dolphin offense by 6 measly. I know. God. I can't believe it myself. Christian Hernandez. Herbert. Terrible Dolphin offense because of Tua. Haha. Charger fans don't even hate Tua. You Dolphin fans are just delusional. I don't think anybody hates Herbert. I think we kind of go after the Herbert believers. That's what it is.
Can we catch up and make those?
Herbert just gets the shrapnel.
So I think
Because again,
maybe not.
Today was, oh my God, it was amazing. Yeah, sure. Okay.
We're almost there, but I don't think we're quite there yet.
Absolutely fantastic, dude. I mean, I was so impressed by it all. Frankie Fresco, thank you. Sending in a little Bitcoin. Yeah, baby. Those are our favorite donations. Remember,
We can definitely use that right now.
Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show. And he says Justin Herbert was the best player on the field today. Yeah. Him and Christian Wilkins, I would say. Yeah. I would go with Herbert, the best player on the field. Christian Wilkins, a really close second. God, he played his ass off. That was really cool to see the way Christian Wilkins played. He played absolutely phenomenal. Really impressed with him. I feel bad for him because the offense is the one that continues to let them down. Getting out coached by the Chargers bum coach is not good. Big D? Facts. Facts. McDaniel does not get a pass from this show this week. And he shouldn't. This was his worst game of the year as a coach. That's what I saw. And if I go back and look at the tape this week, I know I'm going to see even more that will bother me. Christian Hernandez, and what did Tua do against one of the worst ranked defenses in the Chargers? What will you say when and if Tua don't make the playoffs? I'll say what have I said the last 2 games here, sir? What did I say, Christian? What did I say Tua has done the last 2 games? I said he choked, right? I haven't changed. I've been very honest about it. Tua has been an absolute failure the last 2 weeks. And he has nobody to blame but himself when he looks in the mirror. I'll give McDaniel some of the blame this week also with Tua. A lot of the blame with Tua. Last week it's all Tua.
Oh.
Last week it was all Tua. I'm pretty sure I said it all throughout the week that it was Tua. But I mean, you can listen. You know, Christian, I appreciate the super chat. You can hear whatever you want.
I need a second. That's what it is.
You know, that way you can create, that false anger.
I need a second. All right.
Super chat with
No worries. We'll do it.
Anger and challenging me. Like, I'm not saying it when I've just said that Tua has choked for 2 games in a row. Okay? And there's no bigger Tua supporter than I am. But I'm not going to make excuses for the young man. Can't. So, and if they don't make the playoffs, ooh, doggy, now that is a Ryan Tannehill type of performance. So if Tua Tagovailoa doesn't want to be associated with Ryan Tannehill, he better make the playoffs. Okay? There's 4 games left, right? They're 8-5, right? 4 games left. 8-5, 13, they got 4 games left. You better make the playoffs.
So that's what it is.
That's all I know. There's no excuses. Tua and Mike McDaniel must make the playoffs. I said Mike McDaniel had to make the playoffs before the season started. They inherited a 9-10 win team. You're supposed to fix the offense. So you fix the offense, you should be 2 to 3 wins better. That's how my math works. If you're not, then you failed as a coach. And Tua, you failed as a quarterback. All the stats don't mean anything to me. Don't care what your passer rating is. I don't care if you end up in the top 5 if you're not in the playoffs. Because again, like I've repeated, Christian, since you don't listen, I blame the offense for all 5 losses. The 2 with Tua and the 3 without. And Mike McDaniel gets the blame for all 5. Josh Boyer doesn't get 1 ounce of blame for the entire season. Not 1 ounce. Not 1 game is on the defense.
Yeah, this is all bad.
Every game is on Mike McDaniel and his Amber Heard offense. Master at Work says, thank you for the love in the super chat, by the way. Why Dolphin fans so surprised? Your late season collapse is right on schedule. 23 seasons, 0 playoff wins, incoming only, second worst to the Lions. And guess what? Dolphin Nation, you gotta suck on that. Until proven otherwise, that's what you're gonna get. What did I tell you today? That Tua was playing against who? Himself, and he failed. Because now he's gonna
Still got people laid out. Look at this. Gosh dang it, man.
Everybody will get off of the Tua train now, and now they'll say he's not the guy, and all that. And guess what? You gave him all. Tua gave them all the material to now doubt him over the last 2 weeks. Primetime games, important games, and you choked so badly.
Come on, man.
What else are you gonna say? We're gonna find out now. We're gonna find out. And if you get your asses kicked this week, listen, if you go to Buffalo at least, and if you lose a respectable game, I think people can at least accept that, because obviously Buffalo is the creme de la creme with Kansas City in the league.
I was in the wrong place. How many do I need?
But
3.
if you go up there and you get your asses handed to you, oh man. Wow. Yeah. Get ready for the heat, because it's going to be turned up in a big, big time way. What else do we have here? Man, Big O just went comparing Tua to Joe Montana to comparing him to Tannehill. That's a huge drop.
Thank you. I needed that.
Brother, if you missed the playoffs and you were 8-3 and you missed the playoffs, that's as Ryan Tannehill as it gets. I can't say you're Joe Montana. I can't give my boy the Joe Montana label if you miss the playoffs. That's Ryan Tannehill at its finest.
Come on. I think it's the last one right there. Come on, man. Gosh.
5, right? And the
Freaking
Jets and the
people.
Bills were left, 2 bad teams in those days. And all you had to do was win one of those games. And Ryan Tannehill could not show up in those games. I mean, you know, I don't want to compare Tua to that. But if you don't make the playoffs,
Is
this
it
year,
good? Can I put stuff there now?
8-3, I can't give you a break on that, dude. You can't. Sorry. You know, I'm rooting for the kid.
What am I missing? What's going on here?
If I'm wrong, I'm going to tell you. I'm wrong. And that's it. You know, you got to call it like you see it.
I don't get what's going on here.
I'm going to be right like I tell you guys, and there's plenty of times I'm going to be wrong also. But I'm not going to sit here and make excuses for Tua. Okay? He's got to carry his weight. And he has not carried his weight the last 2 weeks, and that's why his team has lost. He's got nobody to blame but himself. So, find a way. Enough of the excuses. No, well, in fact, there are no excuses. So, next time, Christian, listen. Christian says, first time listening to you, does MIA not have a run game, and can they not throw outside the hash marks? Might be getting predictable. Well, Martha Beers, thank you, Martha, for the super chat. I appreciate you. If we beat the Patriots and Jets, where no matter what happens with the other teams, if Hill isn't healthy, I would just concede the division to Buffalo and get ready for those last 3 games. But you're not conceding the division to Buffalo already?
There we go.
Now you know why some of us longtime fans worry when December rolls around, because the rest of the year doesn't seem to matter if they don't win when it counts. Yeah, you know, and I don't blame you. So we'll find out. We'll find out. Listen, right now it doesn't look good. Okay? But is it over? No. I'm not going there yet. Okay? There's 4 games to redeem yourself. You got a hell of a game to redeem yourself this week. You beat the Bills, and you're pretty much redeeming yourself. You know? You're probably going to have to beat the Bills to redeem yourself. And they've got other wins that they can pick up and get into the playoffs, and then win a game in the playoffs. So there's still plenty of tests left to find out if this team has got, on offense, the balls it needs in order to get it done. We're going to find out. But I'm not ready to give up on them. I'm pissed. I'm incredibly disappointed in Mike McDaniel today. I am incredibly disappointed in Tua Tagovailoa the last 2 weeks. That's the only thing I can't say anything else about it. No excuses, just disappointment. Severe disappointment in Tua. Okay? He choked. That's what he did the last 2 games. He has flat out choked. Big games, big moments, and he choked. He's had big games, and he's come through like the Ravens on the road, like the Bills this year, like even the Patriots to start the season. You know, overall, he's had his moments where he's had excellent plays. But this last 2 weeks, these were tests for him, and he failed. That's all we can say. Nothing more, nothing less. You know? But am I quitting on the kid? No. He's come back from way too much. So I'm going to give Mike McDaniel the opportunity to prove to us that he can correct the issue. And we're going to see if Tua can turn around his play and start to play well. Like I said, next week, of course you want to win. But more than anything else next week, you better play well. That's your goal next week. Winning would be nice, but if you lose, it cannot be what we've witnessed the last 2 weeks. It has to be a loss where you go down, and you go down playing hard, playing well, and that the other team was just better because they're the Bills and they usually are better. Talent-wise, they are. Okay? But that's their goal next week. They better play well. That's what they haven't done on offense. And then we'll find out if he can redeem himself. We'll find out if Mike McDaniel and his staff can redeem themselves on offense. This is a nice gut check time for them now. Because if they were reading the press clippings about how much better they are and how much Vegas had them favored on the road and all that stuff, and now they lost. Well, now this offense can start looking at themselves in the mirror.
Well, Brady
Vid. Challenge themselves because that's what they're going to need to do.
The one where I show how many bad throws he throws?
We're going to find out if they all have what it takes now to get it done. Okay? Now you've painted yourself in an uncomfortable picture. You win the last 2 weeks, you could have lost to Buffalo this week on a short week.
Yes.
People would have given you the break.
Yeah.
And would have said, all right, that's cool.
Did it
But
just
we
start
got San
doing
Fran
numbers,
keeping
or
this game
since I put
against
it
the
up?
Chargers, and now they lost to Bills. Okay, that's understandable, man. Three road games. You're on the road, away from your family, all that kind of stuff.
It's only got
That's extremely
300 and
difficult for anybody. We can understand that they lose one of the
366. I ain't do no numbers.
Yeah. There's no way this can be a good look. There's no way you can spin it. There's no way you can make excuses for it. And guess what? There's nothing to be made. There are no excuses to be made for Tua, none to be made for McDaniel, none to be made for the offense. They got to wake the hell up. Period. Topher, Tyreek played like a guy who skipped practice all the way. I thought I read that already. Who skipped practice.
So we don't got nobody passing out no more, right?
Did you send that in twice, Topher? But thank you. Thank you for sending in a second super chat, but I did read
For
that the first time
GTC
around.
being big, that's
Or
good.
maybe it was a regular text of yours. I'm not sure. Let's see, what else do we have? Another problem is why Tua throws to Hill when he's triple covered. He did that several times. Yeah, he has, and I mentioned it. All right, we're out of here. We thank Marcelo.
All right, so right now,
Shad, we thank Lee Sterling. Don't forget, please, to smash the hell out of the like button. Get us over 1,000, man. We're way short there, man. Let's go. We've had lots of people watching, so appreciate it. Hang in there. I know it sucks, dude, and it's going to suck even worse this week. And guess what? Dolphins get what they deserve, unfortunately. You know, we got no choice. And I know for the Dolphin Nation, this is really tough because it just tells you, like, same old Dolphins. And we're
throwing all this other stuff away.
Tua could change that, and they brought it back. So they kind of need to put this thing away here in the next 4 weeks. Okay? It would be nice for Dolphin fans to feel better about their football team. And right now, they are not feeling good, man. All right, we are out of here. Appreciate all of you out there. Please hit the like button on your way out, man. Thank you so much for supporting us. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Tired as hell. Voice will be burned out probably. I'll need some rest, but we'll do our best. We love you all out there. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Y'all be good.
All right, that's good. Let's go to my main man. Fence Talk
Top 5
TD.
sports cards from Whatnot. Trae Young reigning auto. Clayton Kershaw auto. Max Verstappen auto. Kobe Thunder and Lightning. Trevor Lawrence Kaboom. Whether you're searching for the rarest cards or just your favorite players, Whatnot is the best place to complete your collection.
Did he not?
You can also find things like Pokemon cards, sneakers, and Funko Pops with most auctions starting at $1. Download Whatnot today and start collecting.
I guess he didn't make another.
Let me get through the super chats as fast as I can, and then I'm gonna drop the link so we can chop it up. Want to hear what y'all gotta say? A lot of super chats. Oh, we definitely gonna. And all calm down, baby. All calm down. It's absolutely true. I keep telling you, you come up. You look like pure D boo-boo trash. Might be ahead of us. The Chargers might be ahead of us next week. If Buffalo beat us, and start a new one for the post game.
He didn't start a new one though.
I'm sorry. We're gonna keep this stream going.
All right, let's see.
Keep this stream going for the post game.
Okay, let's slow this down. Right now, let's stop it. Let's see.
Jimmy said we had bad performances against bad defenses.
We're gonna have to redo.
No good performances against good defenses.
We're gonna have to make a whole bunch of little.
Oh my gosh! This is a bad defense. Trust me. Tua is saving it for next weekend. Oh my gosh! Listen, I don't care if he beat Buffalo. It's man. Wait for post game. Post game. Post game. If you don't laugh, you will cry. I know it.
So we don't got no one passing out anymore. So that's good. We got to get some money. We got to get some money. We got to redo some things, move some things around. Assemble.
They're going to give all that underneath stuff away. And the crazy thing is, if the Jets win next week and Buffalo beat us, the Jets are freaking ahead of us, and we're the 7th seed. And New England might be ahead of us. The Chargers might be ahead of us next week. If Buffalo beat us, if Buffalo beat us, New England and the Chargers, well, New England won't because we got them in the tiebreaker. But the Chargers could be ahead of us, and we're out of the playoffs at that moment.
All right, so we're looking good as far as this whole debacle of everybody falling. Let's see, nothing there. 21, 31, 41.
Miracles happen, y'all. Tua throws it deep over the middle. With 3 defenders, we got a flag though. Ancho, GG's, Chargers fan here. Great stream. Appreciate you, homie. 5-yard penalty for holding on the defense. Illegal contact, that is. Because they jamming Tyreek on every play. Look at him. Bang. Every play ain't doing it to him. They not letting him get no free release. You don't think every team gonna start doing that now? They finna put their hands on him. Man, water on the sideline. What the heck?
18, 21, 21, 18, 21.
Throws across the middle. Is that a catch? All right, Mostert held on. 7 yards. To a cookie now. 2nd and 3. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Tua throws again. Quick hit to Sherfield. And this will take us to the 2-minute warning.
All right. Yeah, we got to start. There's plenty of coffees.
Now watch all of them. They're going to try to put this on Mike McDaniel. It is a big part of Mike McDaniel.
What you got?
I'm going to wait till the post game.
What is this?
I'm going to wait till the post game.
There we go. Now I think we can do this. Let's try this again. Someone's about to be done. It'll be this one, 26. It'll be how much? Okay, cool. Uh,
Insane. We need a TD and McDaniel got Hill and Waddle sat down. What does he think Tua will do to the lackluster talent if he can't even hit Waddle or Hill? Tua back to pass over the middle, wide open Waddle in the zone, first down. This is where it's trash time. The Chargers give up all that underneath stuff in the zone. Tua escapes the pressure, throws to Sherfield wide open for 6 yards. 7. 2nd and 3. Tua back to pass, quick slant, incomplete, and man coverage. Sherfield, shut up, man. That's just great coverage. I know you ain't been used to that all season. Real coverage. Oh my gosh. The whole defense, Eggs, Byron, Wilkins, Rowe, all trash.
oh no.
3rd and 3.
I hope I didn't reset the market.
Trips to the left, one to the right.
I hope I didn't just reset the market.
Empty backfield. Tua goes deep right. Waddle ain't even see it. Incomplete. 4th and 3. McDaniel looking like a deer in the headlights. You gotta kick a field goal right here. Gotta kick a field goal and then try for an onside kick. There's still a chance.
Dang it, man.
Come on, Jason. There's still a chance here. The field goal up and it's good by Jason Sanders. All right, we need an onside kick and then we win the game with 1:10 left, and it's a miracle for Tua. We can do it. If we get this onside kick, we gonna win. I ain't giving up. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
Come on, catch up.
Every week he fine. It just sprayed. you're new to the channel, subscribe
Come
right
on.
now to TD Fans Talk. We almost at 24,000. Y'all help the channel out. Subscribe now. We gonna get this onside kick.
Nope.
Oh, get it! Get it! Get it! They got it. They got it. They got it, y'all. Unless we snatched it away. They got it at the very end. We were so close. Unless we snatched it away. Oh, they got it. That's the game. That's the end of the game. Gosh, we were so close.
Man, I
We
don't.
just lost to the Chargers.
Crap, man. I'm not able to get any of these contracts right now.
I got a Denver Lights post-game show immediately after this. Let me go get my bottle. Give me 30 seconds.
This is not looking good. Let me save this.
Cut the TV off. Get off my screen. Hit the freaking like button.
Hit the freaking like button.
Freaking like button. Hit the freaking like button.
See,
I'm
we
gonna drop the link,
still got people passing out.
but I need to speak first. I'm gonna drop the link, but I need to speak first. I'm gonna let y'all come in here, but I need to speak first. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it anymore. I've been sitting here over and over and freaking over trying to tell y'all what time it is. I'm sick of this crap. Tua Tagovailoa is not a franchise quarterback. I don't care how you want to slice it. Lions, Tigers, and Bears own a freak mind. I don't care how you want to slice it. He is not a freaking franchise quarterback. Franchise quarterbacks don't go 10 for 28. 145 stinking trash time yards.
You guys gotta
and one
wait.
touchdown. When the guy that we should have drafted, Justin freaking Herbert, 39 of 51, 367 yards and a touchdown, absolutely carved us up, embarrassed us. This is freaking unacceptable. And you make excuses every single week for this bum. You're a bum. And I told y'all weeks ago, There's a chance we might go 0-3 based off of the competition. I told you we might go 0-3 based off of the freaking competition.
6 hours, 26 minutes.
Oh, he's the most accurate quarterback in the league. You run into freaking man coverage and you look like a scrub. You look like pure D boo-boo trash. Not 1 ounce of accuracy was on that field tonight. And it wasn't on the field last week either. He's the most accurate quarterback in the NFL. That's his superpower. Well, God dog it, Whip. His kryptonite is real defenses. Man, it's absolutely true. I keep telling you, you come for me every time. Y'all 2 years. All calm down, baby. All calm down. He is trash. He ain't look like trash. He trash.
But you're being way too emotional. You'll still get to the playoffs. You need to calm.
We may not get into the playoffs. All right, thank you.
No, okay. Are you calm?
I'm calm.
Ranting.
I'm calm. It's not fine. It will not be fine because we're going to be stuck with this bum for years to come.
All right, let's see.
I'm not going to regret an ounce of what I got to say. I ain't going to regret nothing because I've been telling these people the truth for the longest, and it's time to start freaking listening. We get all MVP. He ain't played good versus the Patriots. He ain't played good versus
Why are these things?
Buffalo secondary was gone. He looked like trash versus Pittsburgh. Houston, he looked like he was average at best. San Francisco, a complete train wreck. And tonight, that's 7 games, he ain't even look good. And the Bengals, 7.5.
Dang, man.
But we out here riding on 3 games talking about MVP. He's the future. He's proven himself. All the haters, they can't shut up now. Tua's actually our franchise quarterback. He is trash.
I messed up, man.
10 of 20. This man had 25 yards in the first half. 25 yards in the first half. Taylor ain't never did that. Gosh, 25 in the first half. I don't know when the last time I ever seen that. Them stats when you get knocked out the game after the first drive.
I'm losing money, bro.
Oh my gosh, 25 yards in the first half. Oh my gosh. That means he had 120 in the second half. And we know 30 of it at the end was garbage time. Y'all go right, I'm emotional because I love my freaking team, and this is what we got to deal with every year. And y'all all in love with Tua, and he gonna run us down.
Reshuffle everything.
For the last 23 years. He gonna run us down that same rabbit hole we've been down for the last 23 freaking years.
This game is glitching a lot, man.
Because he gonna always be good enough to not be good enough. Have some good games against the trash teams. Do you know every year most teams play majority trash teams?